gone. I used to meet her 10 years ago at my sister's house. She was 17, I was 37. Why didn't I fall in love with her then and marry her? It would have been so simple, and now she would be my wife. We would have waked to the thunderstorm. She would have been frightened, and I would have held her in my arms and whispered, "Don't be afraid. I'm here." Sweet dream. So beautiful, it makes me laugh. Oh my God, what a muddle my head is in. Why am I so old? Why won't she understand me? But all her hateful talking and her laziness and her silly ideas about the end of the world. I have been fooled. I worship that miserable gabbing professor. Sonia and I bled this ground dry for him. We traded our butter and cheese and peas like miserly peasants. We kept ourselves half-starved so the kopecks would pile into rubles to send him. I was proud of our professor and of his great learning. I studied his words and I lived and breathed his ideas, and now? Well, now he's retired. And what do I find? Nothing! Nobody knows who he is. He is a nobody. His fame was a bubble of soap. I have been basely deceived. I could see.
Play! Waffles!
Everyone's asleep.
Play! Are you alone? No, women. Play, Waffles! The storm woke me up. We really needed this rain. What time is it?
The devil knows.
Could have sworn I heard Yelena Andreevna's voice.
She was just here.
Magnificent woman. Medicines. Prescriptions from every town from here to Moscow. He's made himself the patient of every doctor in Russia. Is he really ill or just shamming?
He's really ill.
Why are you so miserable tonight? You feel sorry for the poor professor?
Leave me alone.
Or are you in love with the professor's wife?
She is my friend.
Already?
What do you mean by already?
Well, a woman can only be a man's friend after first being his acquaintance, then his lover. Then she can be his friend.
That's disgusting.
Is it? I suppose it is. Then I'm getting to be a disgusting man. And I'm drunk. I only allow myself to get drunk once a month. But at these times, my audacity and nerve knows no bounds. I am a match for anything. I perform the most magnificent operations seamlessly. I'm no longer a stupid sap of a doctor, but mankind's savior. I create brilliant systems of philosophy, and you all crawl at my feet like little ants. Play, Waffles!
I would play for you with all my heart, but I pray you to hear me. Everyone's asleep.
Play! Очень жгучее, очень страстное и прекрасное, как люблю я вас, как боюсь я вас, как увидел вас, я не в добрый час. Очень черное, очень жгучее, очень страстное и прекрасное, как люблю я вас, как боюсь я вас. vas, e le vas, oči torne, oči strasne, oči žlučije i prekrasne, kak je bluja. I'm taking you home with my tie.
Uncle Vanya, you and the doctor have been drinking again. Well, the boys are having their fun. It's all right for him. He's always been like this, but why do you join him? It's ridiculous at your age.
Age has nothing to do with it. When there is no real life, people must have something to live on. Illusions are better than nothing.
Our hay is rotting in the fields, and you are creating illusions. You've given up the farm work, and I've been doing everything myself, and I'm about to give up too. Uncle, you're crying.
Nonsense. There aren't any tears in my eyes. You looked like your mother for a moment. My sister. My darling sister. Where are you now? Oh God, if she knew. If she only knew.
She knew what?
My heart aches. It's awful. Never mind. It doesn't matter. I'll go.
Dr. Astrov, are you there? Please come here.
In a minute. What do you want?
Drink as much as you like if it doesn't disgust you, but don't let my uncle do it. It's so much worse for him.
Very well. We won't drink anymore. I'm going home in the morning. That's settled. It'll be dawn by the time the horses are ready.
It's still raining. Wait until morning.
Oh, this is just the edge of it. The storm's blowing over. And I have to go home. And don't ask me to come see your father anymore. I tell him he has gout. He tells me it's rheumatism. I tell him to lie down. He sits up. Today, he wouldn't even see me.
He has been spoiled. Won't you have something to eat?
Yes. Can I?
I love to eat in the middle of the night. There's sure to be something here. Yes, they say he had quite success with women and he had many conquests in life, and the women have spoiled him. And here is some cheese.
I haven't eaten anything all day. I've only been drinking. Your father has a very difficult nature. May I? We're alone now, and I can speak frankly. You know, I couldn't stand living in this house for a month. The air would stifle me. Your father's absorbed in his books and his illness, and please, your Uncle Vanya's a moaning hypochondriac, and your grandmother, and your stepmother.
What about her?
A human being should be beautiful in every way. The face, the clothes, the mind, the very thoughts. Your stepmother is, of course, bewitching to look at, but do you know what I mean? She eats, she sleeps, she walks around, makes us all fall in love with her, and that is all. There's no purpose in life. Everything is done for her, am I right? An idle life is not a pure life. I'm probably being too harsh. Your Uncle Vanya and I are both miserable, so we grumble.
Aren't you content with life?
I like life for what it is. I abhor life in a Russian country village. As for my own life, heavens, there's nothing to be said for it. We're in the forest, in a dark night. You see a little light shining in the distance, and the night, and the fatigue, and the branches that whip your face as you go don't seem to matter. You know that I work.
I work as no one in this country works. At times I suffer indescribable pain, and yet I see no light in the distance. There's no hope for me. I don't like people. I haven't loved another human being for a long time.
You don't love anyone?
No, not a soul. I feel a kind of tenderness for your old nurse. I had a nurse like her once. The peasants, they're all the same. They're brainless and they live in dirt. The educated people are snobs. They're tiresome. All my friends are shallow and silly. They're stupid. And the ones that have brains are hysterical and always caught up in maniacal self-analysis. They whine, they hate, they find fault wherever they can. They don't know when to stop. They sidle up next to me and they look at me out of the corner of their eye and they say, "He's crazy. Oh, he talks too much." And then when they don't know what to say about me, they say I'm strange. I like trees. That's strange. I don't eat meat. That's strange. Simple